Okay, this is part two to single fatherhood. Like I was saying on my first one was that yes, when you go legitimate, yes, they will put you on child support. Okay, that's one thing they will do, and just be prepared for it. Only thing I can tell you is go in there with all your documentations of what you're making, what kind of money you got kicking out, if you're paying health insurance for the child, if you're paying dental, vision, whatever for the child, or if you got, bringing in your W-2s and your check stub, of course, to show them what you're making, yeah, because you don't want her to walk in there and say that, oh, you're making X amount of dollars over to what you're really making. She could probably say you're making $100,000 a year. If you ain't got the proof of it, and the judge know you got a job, and you don't bring no proof, and the judge gonna be like, okay, $800. Eventually, you get a judge who's just say, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna make you pay $800 a month or $900 or $1,000 a month because I think you do make that. But you can prove it with your documentation. That's why I say have your ducks in a row. Don't go in there half stepping, especially if you're trying to seek custody. You gotta have facts and everything, witness statements and stuff like that. But that's a whole other subject. Right now I just want to talk about single fatherhood. And I just wanted to bring up the fact that you do have rights as a father. Even though she might be taking the child and trying to use the kid as a pawn for you not to see the kid. But remember, you as the father, especially if you signed that birth certificate, that you have rights. And just remember that, Don't get too emotional to the point that you go over there and want to act a fool and cut a fool. Just keep calm, even though you might want to. But hey, at the end of the day, everything will work itself out. And there's a whole nother topic I can bring in to this. But right now, I just want to talk about single fatherhood and fathers being in their kids' lives, which is very important, especially if you have little daughters, little girls. It's important for the father to be in that little girl's life. The reason being, her example of a man is you, the father. You're giving that girl an example of what a man is, especially if you have a daughter. Let's speak specifically on daughters because I have a daughter. You giving that little girl the example of what a man does, especially if you get up and go to work in the morning, you take care of your business, she knows that's just what a man does. So when she goes out, she knows how a man should treat her because how you are treating her as your little girl. And you get a lot of young ladies now who grow up with no father. And that's how young girls start looking for love in all the wrong places because they're looking for that fatherly love that they don't have from their father. But if you're in that little girl's life, you're giving that little young girl a good fatherly guidance to what a man is, to what a man's example is, what love is. How to be treated as a woman through her father because you're her first love. Not first love for as dating and romantic, but first love as a man to a young lady. And she would get that understanding because when she go out to meet a man or whatnot, she would know the man she's looking for is somebody that's like her father. But if you never there in her life and never there, so you don't give her a good example of a father, guess what? She's looking for any type of man she can date because she don't know the example of a father, what a man is. And that's very important. And especially if you got a son, it's important too for you to be a father in your son's life because you're showing the son an example of how a man acts and what a man does and how to be a man. A lot of times people say single mothers are raising sons on their own. Yeah, but it takes a man to raise a son, to show a son, how to be a man. A woman can't really do that. They can do it to a certain extent, but it still takes that man presence. And you still gonna be a good father even though you're not in the home with the mother. And once you get your rights established and have your visitation order, hey, every visitation you set up every other weekend or whatnot, back in 2013, mine was set up every other weekend, odd even holidays, whatever, blase, summertime visits and stuff. It was set up like that so I can be in my daughter's life. But now, like I said once before in my other video, I have custody of her. So her mother has to do the visitation. And she can be a little tough. I'm not on her to bash her mother. I'm not going to do that. I don't believe in doing that, to bash the other parent, because that is her mother. She loves her mother. She's a good mother, but we just couldn't get along as when we're together in a relationship, but we got to raise a kid together. And that's one thing it is. If we got one parent who's spiteful, it's going to take the other parent to be stronger to not go spite for spite. This is what I'm saying. It takes one parent to be stronger than the other parent, then they go spite for spite. It's one thing for one parent to be spiteful, but we got both parents being spiteful and being foolish. Now what the child got to look forward to? You have to be stronger than the other parent. If you're the father and you want to be more reasonable, you be more reasonable. But you don't want to be the one that stole spite for spite. The same thing with a mother. If the guy is not doing his duty or his job, you don't want to go spite for spite. Because then at the end of the day, the child hurts. Not the parents. We're not hurting. We're hurting the child more than we're hurting ourselves. And I think sometimes we get lost in that, thinking about ourselves and our feelings, not thinking about the children's feelings and how they feel about the situation. That's some things you gotta talk about, think about. And I don't know what people's religious belief is. I believe in turning to the Word of God, praying and getting to my Word and read the Bible, so it keeps your mind and head clear. That's just my thought on it. You can have your own thought on that, but that's what my thought is, and that's what gets me through the day. But like I was saying before, about being a single father and about being in a kid's life, even though you feel like it's an end result, but hey, if the situation gets tough, stick in there and fight for your child. And that's one thing I believe in. And when my parents split when I was younger, our father ended up getting custody of us 3 boys, my 3 brothers, which we have it's 4 of us total, but the 3 of us stayed with my dad. He had custody of us, and it gave me an example of what a man's supposed to do, how to handle yourself as a man. A man stands to his word. A man has his own opinion on whatever decision he want to make, or whatever opinion he got on whatever belief he believes in. And I think that's still stronger in me. It's strong in my life, And that's all I have to say for today. But I'll get back on this topic on some more and pick back up on it. But I tell y'all, have a nice day. Have a blessed day. And I'm out. If you like what I'm saying, hit that like button. Subscribe to me. Share it. And I'm out.